Hello, love, and welcome back to the Fear Fighters podcast. So today is a short and sweet little episode for you about getting in the right relationship with your fear. And I've got something exciting coming about this for you in the future here, in the very near future. But when we are talking about anxiety and excess stress and dealing with excess fear, right? And utilizing tools to combat that excess fear, meditation, energy healing, crystals, movement, nutrition, all the different things that we use to combat our anxiety, even like CBD oil, if you use that, things like that. We use those things, those kind of masculine tools, right? These tools that we can implement and use day to day to bring that anxiety level, the excess fear, down to a more even baseline level. So when I'm working with private clients, like one-on-one clients, and even in some of my programs, I'm working with people to implement these tools. We are doing that in a way that they're implementing them in their life and they're using them to combat the really high levels of stress and anxiety and be consistent with those so that they can master their energy, so that they can be a better energetic match for things outside of fear, like love and happiness and abundance and all of those things, and not just be an energetic match for your fear. So implementing these tools, which is the more like masculine side of it, helps you to bring the anxiety and the excess fear down to a more manageable level. And then comes in the mindset work and the embodiment work of the feelings that you want to feel, and rewiring the mind, reprogramming the mind to think about fear in a different way. And that's when you get to the place where you can see fear as an ally, as something that is there to help you survive and to keep you safe. And you can also see it as excessive when you get in those states where it doesn't come from any particular place, that it just exists for you, it's in your energy, and then you have the tools to implement to help it. But getting in the right relationship with fear is about looking at your fear and knowing that it's going to exist, that it's going to be there, that fear isn't just going to go away for you, that you're going to have instances where you have fear. It's just going to be there. It's an emotion. We're human and we're going to experience that emotion. But it's about knowing that your fear doesn't have to be in the driver's seat of your life, which is when we get into the excess fear, the excess stress, the anxiety day to day, and how that starts to kind of run our choices and our actions and the things that we do in our life. And we start to feel lost and unfulfilled and uncertain because fear is in the driver's seat. Getting in right relationship with your fear means that you acknowledge that it's going to exist, but you choose something different. It's doing the mindset work to better understand the fear, to not trace it back even, but to acknowledge the self-limiting beliefs that perpetuate the fear, to rewrite those into what you want to embody, what you want to become, what you want your life to look like. Getting in a right relationship with fear is acknowledging the fear and then actively choosing a different mindset. But sometimes to get in that right relationship with fear, and a lot of times if you struggle with excess anxiety and kind of the day-to-day, like 7 or above on the 1 out of 10 scale for your baseline level, then implementing those masculine tools, the meditation, the breath work, the yoga, the exercise, the nutrition is all going to help you lower that baseline level so that you can start to think about your fear differently. When I opened up my Reiki course, I talked so much about how Reiki and Kundalini yoga and meditation really helped me to master my energy so that I could actually see my fear for what it was. Because when you're in those deep throes of excess anxiety and so much panic and the worry is just there all the time, you can't think your way out of that. And so we implement these masculine-based tools. And I say masculine because there are two sides, right? Feminine is kind of the flow. Feminine is the embodiment. It's the process of becoming it and shifting the mindset and becoming it. And masculine is like the doing. It's the action. It's the taking action. So that's what I'm saying when I'm talking about that. But we implement these tools to help bring us down to a lower baseline level when we can't think our way out of it because we're so deep in it. And that was my story with anxiety. And I wasn't giving my power away to the tools. I was using the tools to master my energy. There's a really big difference. I wasn't saying like, oh, holy crystals, you are everything to me. I need you to be able to be anxiety free. No, that wasn't what I was doing. I was using them to master my own energy so that I wasn't just emitting fearful energy all of the time and anxious energy all the time, so that I could bring my energy down, harness my energy, harness my own power, become a master of it, and then start to change my mindset, start to get in right relationship with fear. And that's what I've been working on a lot over the last couple years, is getting in that right relationship, is acknowledging that the fear is going to exist, that it's never going to be completely gone. We're going to experience that emotion because we're going to experience all the emotions in our life multiple times, and fear is one of those. But when we do the mindset work to acknowledge the fear, to see the fear not as innately who we are, but as an emotion and a feeling that we experience, we're able to see the self-limiting beliefs behind the fear, the hardwired programming behind the fear, and we can shift it. We rewrite it. We choose a different narrative. And that is how you get in right relationship with fear. So short and sweet today, but felt like a really important message that has been coming through a lot over the last few days, and I wanted to come on here and share with you. So thanks for listening. If you enjoyed it, please give it a rate and a review. That would be amazing. I love you so much, and I will see you back here next week for another episode. Have a great day. Bye.